Hi, I'm Leo. If you don't know me, I have several videos on TikTok under ADHD Advocate. It's a little bit of a misnomer because it is my mission to teach and to create parent advocates. I want parents to become so knowledgeable about the process that they are able to advocate for their own kids. I do specialize in ADHD. It is near and dear to my heart because when we found out that our third child had significant ADHD, I started looking into everything that I could about ADHD. And the more that I read about it, the more I realized that I also have ADHD. I started taking medication for ADHD, and it's made a lot of great changes for me, a lot of positive changes. But the thing that I really loved about the last few years of my career was that when I spoke to parents who had a kid with ADHD, and I was so knowledgeable about what was going on in that child's brain, what they were facing in school, and what they needed, the look of just utter relief from the parents warmed my heart. Because honestly, in the school setting, this is not trying to say anything bad, but if you're a teacher and you're great at making relationships with kids, no matter what is going on with them, that's amazing. I love it. Keep doing that. But having worked for 31 years in public education, I can tell you that there are many teachers who think that ADHD is basically a scam. There are many teachers out there who think that it's just an excuse. And in some of my comments on TikTok, I have had teachers jumping in and saying, yes, we don't have enough resources. What can we do? How can we do better? And then I have other teachers who want to be very upset about the idea of calling out teachers who don't understand ADHD. So a really quick side story is when I got my master's degree in counseling, and I went to interview at schools to be a school counselor. I didn't do great at those interviews. I did pretty well, but when I was hired in the charter school for a year and I did the job, and I came out of that year, I have had 2 interviews for school counseling positions, and I've gotten both of those jobs. And the difference between, and I think this applies to virtually any education, though you know a lot about whatever it is you studied, you know it all theoretically, unless you've been there. So interviewing after I got my degree was me theoretically knowing about it. And interviewing after I was able to work that position for a year was I know about it. And that's the difference between a teacher who thinks they know about ADHD and a teacher who either has ADHD or has a child who has ADHD. You understand it so much more fundamentally. It's not trying to be an insult. It's just stating a fact that's how I understand it better because I live with it. So there are a lot of parents, a lot of you parents out there have ADHD. A lot of our teachers have ADHD, and they may be doing great. So I'm making this video series to train parents how to advocate better for themselves. I'm beginning to think that I am going to be teaching some teachers how they can work with ADHD students. And part of that is going to be realizing that an ADHD student getting escalated because of emotional dysregulation and the teacher not jumping down their throats, that's a win. We don't need a kiddo crucified and marched through the halls for revenge about being disrespectful. ADHD presents as being disrespectful, and we just need to figure out as parents, as teachers, as the adults who care about them in their lives, how to care for them, even if they're escalated, and to not escalate with them or to escalate them more. So I hope you're along for the ride. This video is longer than I thought it was going to be, but I just wanted to throw this out there. I'm probably going to throw this on TikTok as well, but this is going to be my YouTube kind of intro video to me and why I think it would be a great idea that if you have somebody in your life who you really want to protect because they have ADHD, I hope that I give you some good value. I think that I've been doing a good job over on TikTok, and now I'm shooting all of my videos widescreen, and my TikTok videos are going to be cropped out. Now I just have to figure out how to do Instagram for 90 seconds or less. My name's Leo. I'm creating relentless parent advocates. I want you to go out there, advocate for your child, be relentless.